convenience, the speed, and so much more. So if you hate technology, you're very backward. I know that sometimes it can trigger purists, people who are pure with their craft. They don't like it because they feel like, everything is digitized, especially with arts. Speaking of digital, the digital space is fast expanding. We're actually in a very exponential world, and we can't do without the digital space. There's something amazing happening. It's called the Africa Digital Festival 2025, and it's set to become the continent's most influential gathering on technology and policy. The beautiful thing about policy is that it is that which protects any new development. And so it's very, very important that as we look at new things, we look at the policies that protect them. This is a multi-event festival. It's called the ADF, and it celebrates and unlocks Africa's digital space and future while impacting lives across sectors. It is the unique platform where digital technologies meet policymakers, entrepreneurs, investors, governments, and innovators, all working together to shape policies that will drive Africa's digital growth. And now, the last time I was in Rwanda, I realized how fast they're growing in this space. I mean, look, when you look at media, fintech, agri-tech, it's already happening. When I started farming, the guys that approached us and said, look, we have means to use drones to drive away the birds from your farm. Little did they know that the African birds were different, but it still worked, and it made things easy, unlike being on the farms and using clay balls to drive away birds. It was better using drones and other technologies to make that happen. Let me give you what's going to happen at this event. Whether you're in media or edtech, fintech, agri-tech, venture capital funding to the Internet of Things. This festival brings every part of Africa's digital ecosystem to one stage. The highlight of the festival includes the prestigious ADF and Creator Awards, which will recognize and honor the outstanding players and innovators who have embraced digital to transform lives for Africa by Africans. Stay tuned for more updates on how you can be part of this defining movement in Africa's digital journey. We're going to have a better talk on this event I'm sharing with you. And to help us do that, I have some very special people in the studio with me. Not to say too much, but already here in the studio with me is Kofi Sam. I hope I got the name right. Kofi Sam Foster, who's the Chief Vision Officer, Digital Foundation Africa. And to help him do this is Risa Noche, our very own, who's the head of social media, and Kiswa, your surname, you have to pardon me. Yes, but I'm trying. Is it Chiagba? Chiagbe, you see. So I have three amazing people. Kiswa is actually content and business growth manager, and I've known her for years. And so this is going to be a very good conversation. I know Risa, I know Kiswa, and I'm yet to know Kofi. Yes, Kofi Sam, right?
Yes.
Aha. Back then when you have the English name rather in the middle, it tells us where you come from. Now when they call you Kojo Jones, Kofi Sam, George.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon, Trey.
I hope you're all doing well.
We good.
Yes.
What is this festival about?
So the African Digital Festival, this is a third edition, and Kofi Sam and his team have had the first and second edition. So with this third edition, we thought it as much to bring more visibility, to empower the youth on what the whole digital future is all about. The way the digital space is accelerating, is high time we should be able to bridge the gap in there. So basically it's bringing in policymakers, businessmen, innovators, the youth, to come together for us to talk about the future of digital, to talk about the challenges people are facing within the digital landscape, to talk about the issues that are happening, how to use the digital tools, how to use some digital technologies, how to even utilize the whole fintech space, the agri-tech space. We just want to bring everyone together so that we just have that conversation and solve some of the challenges or problems people are facing.
Now, Risa, before I move on to your colleagues, I mean, why now and why is it important to have such a conversation at this time?
So, as I said earlier on, looking at the way the rates the digital space is evolving, we need to tap into that space to make people understand the needs and the way the space are being done in terms of looking at the digital technologies that people are using. In Ghana, Ghana is known as the hub or what the government is trying to position Ghana to be as a digital hub space in Africa. So if that's a vision of the ministry, we need to tap into that space to also empower the youth to bring that visibility of what they are lacking within the digital space.
Wow.
So that is the main reason why we want to do it now.
Powerful. And I also think it is the right time, actually. I didn't want to push too much. I wanted to ask you, are you sure that that vision can be a reality? It can. I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'm going to move to Kofi. Kofi, I mean, what's the core mission driving this event, and what makes MG Digital the right partner to help execute? You could have gone anywhere else.
Exactly.
Why do you think this is the place to be?
Okay, so I'll say it's our vision, as Risa said. We have a shared vision.
Great.
The vision of equipping the next generation with the right digital skills. And the mission behind this is how best we can accelerate digital transformation across the 54 African countries.
Wow.
And in doing so, we just want to make sure that we are bringing all of these 54 countries to Ghana. Ghana we are known to be very hospitable in that space. When we talk about food, when we talk about music and everything, we know a lot of people actually copy us in a way too.
True.
So it's just that we are also not able to capitalize on most of the things that we have.
That's
and
true.
most of the things that we grow internally, just like the West actually and Asia actually controlling policy and innovation. What about Africa? We are just consuming everything, and so the festival is basically, positioning us in that space where we are bridging the gap between policy, skills development, and innovation in that essence.
Beautiful and beautifully said. Wow. Now that brings me to my next question.
Yeah.
What are some of the things or topics that are going to be discussed at this event? I mean, you have mentioned policy. You have also mentioned skills. So if you can take us into some, you don't need to give me in total what is going to the exact things, but just
you mentioned when you started farming, somebody approached you on how to use drones. And drones is very important when it comes to not just monitoring people, but you can also use the same drone to make sure that the soil, what is happening in the soil, the leaves of the plants, and
you can,
yes. And these are backed by AI models. You need to basically train the models to understand that, okay, this is what is happening when it doesn't have a lot of water and a whole lot of. So agri on its own is one key area, and when it comes to agri, there's a whole lot of conversations around it when it comes to payments within agri. When you talk about mobility within agriculture, among other areas, just in agri. We've not really even gone to education bits. We've not gone to the fintech space. We've not gone to the ad tech space, as well as health. And so these are some of the few areas.
So almost every area or every sector,
yes,
one way or the other, is connected to this digital space.
Yes.
Wow. I see. Because every time you mention digital, it's almost as if our fathers can't be bothered. Our fathers and uncles can't be bothered. and it's maybe it's for the young ones, or it's for people who are dealing with maybe just social media. Why do I have to bother? So who can attend? But before I want Kisua to answer that, but before we come to Kisua, since you have the microphone, what makes this year's digital festival different or special?
It's different because it's not like the previous conference style. We're looking at making sure we are building the future of work. So the platform being a lab area where that you are building these future of work, because one of the key areas of the festival is to make sure we are equipping and pushing the workforce competitiveness across the 54 countries. Recently our president went to the UN General Assembly and made a huge statement over there where he also called for developing the workforce in Africa, because by 2050 we are going to have at least one Africans among 4 individuals across the world. And so how best do we make sure these African or the Ghanaian...
Did you say by 2050?
Yeah, by 2050. Okay. And it might even be earlier, because
I think so.
Because Africa actually has the youth population.
Which is the largest.
The largest, yes. And also in doing so, we just don't have to have the youthful population. We just have to make sure they are digitally enabled. And in digitally enabling them, they need the skills and also know the right policies and the innovation to apply.
Beautiful. Now to Kiswa, to you. And Kiswa, it's been a while.
Yes, it's been a minute, Trick.
Yes. Who can attend? Like I was asking, who besides people who deal directly with social media or maybe programmers and all that? If I'm not in that space, should I be bothered?
Yes, so I think that's what makes this different. It's not just about bringing the leaders. It's more than bringing leaders. We are bringing leaders. We are bringing brands, students, policymakers, creators, innovators, gamers. So we cut across board. It's not just limited to people within the tech space or the data space. It's cutting across from top to bottom. So right from your policymaker up to the student who is just starting to learn about the mouse and what computers look like, or that boy who comes home and all he does is just put on his headphones and game. So we even have a session with Glitch Africa where we have like an esports session as well. So it's not just conversations, it's not just the hard talk, but we also have some of the soft talk happening as well. We have women at the helm, so we also have targeted towards women. We have something about the 50 champions across Africa. So across the 50 countries, we are going to have a digital champion from each of these countries. So this is not limited to just Ghana. That's the difference, and why I think Media General came on board.
People from all other countries.
Yes.
You mean resource people as well?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It's not just the Ghanaian event. This is for the continent, and that's why we are here.
Wow. This is for the continent, and that's why we are here. Risa, before we go, outside the high-level topics, what's the biggest takeaway or the value that attendees will walk away with? Say if I enter this Africa Digital Festival and I'm done and I'm going home, what is the one thing you'd expect that I should walk away with?
It's going to be an experience, and an experience is not just, as we all said, the talking. They are going to learn how to use the digital tools. They are going to polish the skills that he already had, the already existing skills that he had. They are going to network. They are going to get partnerships, because we are going to have investors on board who are going to, invest in people's new products that will be launched over there, because there'll be a demo session of tech innovators that have products there. So there'll be funding opportunities or partnerships over there. There'll be networking. You have to come learn certain things, and it's going to be a great experience. And the emphasis is on experience.
Powerful. Please, I have a tech product, and I would like to share it on one of your platforms.
Yeah.
Who do I contact if I'm a vendor and I maybe I have something to show? What do I do?
So currently, you could reach out to us on our social media platform. That's African Digital
Digital Festival.
Africa, is it
Digital.
Africa or African?
Africa.
Africa Digital Festival.
Yes.
Across all social media.
Social media.
Okay, great.
So they could just send us a text. We will send out the links for them to register
Great.
for the event. But before the event, which is held in December, that's 15th to 20th. It's a 5-day event.
Wow.
There's going to be a roadshow of various conversations that will be happening from now to December. So from next week, we are having what is called the digital dialogues. So the
Okay.
first conversation is going to be on digital media, which is looking at misinformation, when people take our content and twist it in a way to suit them, or misinformation. We have 2 other forums that we are going to have in October. In November, we are going to have our masterclass sessions with some partners organizations, and December we are going to have the main event. So it's a whole roadshow of
I love
programs
this.
from now.
I love this, and I wish we could talk over and over, but time won't permit us. Kofi, since you are more or less like the vision bearer, I want you to give me, and then Risa, you can chip in, Kiswa, you can chip in as your final words. What's the way forward? What's the next step for the festival? And, how can the public get involved and follow the progress?
As Risa said, we right now the festival is full force. So we are in the driving seats, driving to our destination in December, and so we're still open to more partnerships and collaborations. So if you feel and you believe, as you said, you have a digital product that you want to. We are open for more discussion, so that we can see how best people can also benefit from the products each of the brands that we are going to have, or the already existing ones that we are discussing, will also make a lot of impact in that aspect. So we are just entreating people to be part of the festival, either and there's no specific, it's not built for any person, it's for everybody. Because once you have a mobile phone, you are part of the digital ecosystem.
True. I agree. Risa?
I expect everyone to come. When the link is sent out, everyone should take opportunity to register and come. And I also want to invite people to the dialogues, because those are just small conversations.
You didn't give us the venue for the first one.
Oh, the first dialogues, they are going to happen at the TV3 Executive Theatre.
Okay.
Yes, right here.
TV3 Executive Theatre.
Yes.
Kanda. Or Presidential Drive.
Yes. At the
Sawi.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Kiswa, you wanna?
Just encouraging everybody to join. It's going to be an exciting experience. We even have a Black Friday digital sale somewhere in November, as well. So it's multi-packed, cuts across everybody. So don't miss out on the experience, and come, let's shape the next level of digital transformation in Africa.
Yeah.
Come, let's shape the next level of digital transformation in Africa. I am not a naysayer, but I'm very, very slow when it comes to believing that Ghana can be the country that will drive that. I would have said yes if it was maybe Nigeria or Rwanda. But not because of us, because of our leaders. I'm being frank and straightforward. Our leaders. They can speak well. Ghana has a very good natural PR.
Yeah.
Whether from anywhere, we speak well, and because of how we speak, we wow people. Not just Africans, but everywhere we go. But the action, the action, we don't do it. So I wish you all the best, and hope to see you at the Africa Digital Festival, or you can say ADF. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank
you, Trig.
All right, and see you in December.
Sure.
See you.
All right. So if you have a mobile phone, this is your call. If you love the digital space and do things around this space, this is your call. Get into action. It's